Hey traders, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss 3 strategies that are easy to learn. And when I say that they're easy to learn, I just mean that they're very basic in their foundation. So obviously, nothing's easy about Forex. Or any type of trading / investing, you need to be well equipped. You need to understand confirmation. You need to understand the psychology. So there's a whole other layer to all of this, but these strategies are easy to pick up. So if you're a beginner, you might find one of these strategies kind of nice to integrate into whatever you're currently doing. So yeah, these are just my opinions, of course. You can take it or leave it. So the first strategy we're going to talk about is the 200 EMA strategy. Very, very basic. Many of you have probably heard me even talk about this because I integrate this into my current strategy. And I've done this now for about, I want to say 6 months, and it's been a real game changer. So if you don't like indicators, you don't like EMAs, you're not going to like this strategy. But I do have a price action strategy as well coming up. So actually 2 after this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is plot my EMA, okay? And I want it to be a 200 EMA. I don't care about any of the other ones, at least not for the purpose of this video. I don't know why there we go. So it's a 200 EMA, okay? I'm going to go to the daily chart. This is very simple strategy, okay? And this 200 EMA, I'm going to treat as a support or resistance, basically, depending on the market condition. Okay. So when price is below this 200 EMA, I'm looking for sells. Now, I believe I have a full video on exactly like how I would enter using this strategy, but I will quickly go over it. And then I'll link any videos below that kind of coincide with this video and get more specific. So essentially what I would do here, we broke the 200 EMA. I'm looking for sells. Now you can look for sells based on support or resistance, or you can just sell whenever price breaks that area. Okay. Conversely, you can wait for a retest. So you can wait for price to come all the way back up, retest and show rejection and sell there. Or if you want to kind of have even more confirmation and more confluence, you can draw your zones in, okay? And just trade zone to zone using this as your kind of trend direction. Trend direction is what I'm looking for. Still early, guys, right? Very easy, very easy setups to find. You do want to, just a few little things, you want to make sure you're in a trending market. This isn't going to work well if price is ranging. So you want to be strongly trending for sure. You can see when the EMA is going through price, we're trapped in an area of consolidation. We don't want to be kind of messing around with that, okay? But this is a great method. And if anything, you can use it to just determine your trend direction. That's how I use it. But it can be used as a strategy, just trading below that 200 EMA or above that 200 EMA on the daily. It has to be on the daily. At least that's how I use it because I find it most accurate. But you won't get as many entries. So that's kind of the drawback here. Your entries will be more accurate, but you won't get as many. And I did find this was just a huge help to me when I started incorporating that as confluence for my zone to zone strategy. The next easy strategy I'm going to look at, I hate saying easy, but easier, is going to be the master candle. And I love this strategy, you guys. I love it. So you definitely don't want to be on the daily for this one. I like using the 4 hour. You can even use the hour if that's your jam. I like using the 4 hour time frame best for anything. But what we're going to do is look for a really long candle that has 4 candles within its range. And I'll show you exactly what I mean when I find one. Okay, I found one. So what that means, the range is basically we're looking at the high, right? So I'm looking at, let me zoom you in here. We're going to look at this candle here. This is our master candle. Again, I'm on the 4 hour time frame, okay? Let me zoom you in because I don't know if we can even see that. Okay. So here we are. This is the one I'm circling there. That's our master candle, right? So what I'm going to do next is look at the candle's range, meaning it's high. Sorry, it doesn't want to work with me. And it's low. And I'm just going to kind of box that candle in. Okay. So whichever 4 candles come within it is going to, this is what makes our master candle essentially. You have to have 4 candles within its range. And next, what we're going to do is simply use this, guys. And this is why this is a really, really simple and effective method. Just use this as your zone. And you're just going to wait for a break. So you're definitely trading the breakout method here, but we're going to wait for a breakout candle on the 4 hour, wait for your confirmation on the 15, which would be another long bodied candle going in your trend direction. And then you're just going to sell, right? Keep your stop loss tight. Keep it either, if you're looking for like, a 3-to-1 risk reward, you can keep it a little less tight, or you can just add it above wherever your breakout wick is, right? So here would be here in that case. And this would have been an awesome trade. I mean, you could be trailing your stop loss and still in this trade. So it's gives you a really good indication of where the market is going. However, again, best used in trending markets. There's a reason I'm using UJ today. Okay. So pairs like UJ, GJ, Euro USD, I guess, depending on fundamentals, definitely not right now on the Euro USD. Gold is another one, US 30. So learn your pairs, learn how they move. You want to use this in a strong trending market. Don't try to use this in a ranging period. It's not going to work out very nice for you. So that's that one. And then the next strategy that I'm going to tick off my list here is just trading channels. Trading channels are very, very easy. And I'm just going to go to the Euro USD and show you an example. Actually, no, we can use the Euro. We can use UJ. UJ consolidates too. I'm not going to pick an easy example. And really what we're doing when you're trading a channel or a range is waiting for a breakout again, right? So your channel might be, sorry guys, just one second. Sorry guys, I had a call coming in and I had to take that. So we're talking about channels. So as we know, channels are basically like a range, but during a trend, right? So let me just show you what I mean by that. And I'm sure most of you know the Euro USD is really easy, an easy way to find a channel, but we can even use this one. Okay. Let me use this one. I'll try to use something recent. Okay, perfect. Now the thing with channels is I'm just going to use the arrow to draw this in. I like to include in my channels as many wicks as I can. That's how I like to create my channels. Okay, I find that the most accurate. But if you have a way that you draw channels in and you find that more accurate, by all means, you do that. Okay, I'm not here to tell you that my method's best by any stretch. This is how I like to do it. It's how I've always done it. And it's what works best for me. I find it most accurate. I'm just trying to see. So when I get really picky when I am drawing, channels or trend lines, and I'm actually looking at a line, I do really go in and say, okay, how many wicks do I have? If I moved it here, would it be better? If I moved it up, would it be better? So I am looking at those things when I'm drawing in channels. Okay. But I'm actually going to move that up to include this guy. And usually it will end up being straight because of how price is respecting that area, right? That's why it looks like a nice actual channel. Now you can use the channel tool. I find that really hard to use and not user friendly. So I don't use the one that's on here. Sometimes I'll just draw it in because I use my iPad. But basically this is like a consolidation area that happens within 2 kind of trend lines, right? That's essentially what's happening. And we do have a nice recent one on the Euro USD too, as I spoke about, but you trade this the same way you would a range. So you're waiting for a breakout and then confirmation. So this isn't the best example because we did have a little bit of consolidation there. We are on the 4-hour chart. I find daily channels are a little bit more accurate, but we could have entered here once you saw momentum. Works out the same way, right? As long as you're waiting for confirmation, it's all fine and dandy. I'm going to give you another example though. Let's try to find something a little better. Let's go to the daily actually. So that's what I would actually use when I'm trading. I'm just trying to give you 4-hour examples because I know a lot of you are day traders. So you're not long-term traders like me. I'm finding one here. I just want to see how I can plot this in to make it work better. So I want to include as many. Yeah, I'm going to keep that about there. And then here, let me see. So I'd actually plot this channel like this. I'm not going to bring it up here because like this isn't forming until after, right? So if I had actually drawn this in, it would have looked more like this. So we did have this kind of break here. And then it went right back into that channel before we got a real breakout. However, you still could have caught an entry here and rode it up to a higher zone. So because remember, we're on the daily, so this is going to look like a bigger push up on the 4-hour. So you could have entered the break here, or you could have entered down here again and had a better risk reward. Channels don't always work perfectly. If they did, we'd all be filthy rich. I know I say that with a lot of things. So that's the third kind of easiest method is channels or ranges. The reason I didn't include ranging periods is just because we already went over the master candle, which is essentially like a range, right? It's just on the smaller time frame. So that is it, you guys. Hopefully you learned something about these strategies. I will link more detailed videos below because this video was more just to highlight the strategies themselves and not get into like the specifics of entry. So I will link them below if you want to take a look at more specific stuff. And yeah, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's video.